Hi, everybody. Welcome, and thank you for joining today's session on your five-step plan to driving incremental revenue. To quickly introduce myself, my name is Georgia Geyer. I am the VP of Customer Success at Brand Verity, where I have been for the last 7 years. For those of you who aren't familiar with Brand Verity, it is an online brand protection company, and it has two core products, web compliance and paid search monitoring, which are really focused on helping brands to see where third-party advertisers and partners are promoting their brand on the web and making sure they're compliant with their brand guidelines, any internal guidelines they've put in place, partner guidelines, as well as regulatory guidelines. So for today's session, talking about incrementality in the affiliate space, it's a huge topic. I know it's one that we all really care about, and it's really important to think about what affiliate marketing promises and where the risks are when ensuring that your program is incremental. So the affiliate marketing industry, it's a huge revenue generator for a lot of brands, and especially now during COVID, we're seeing big increases in affiliate channel in certain industries. It's great because it can help brands to reach new audiences. It can encourage repeat purchases, increase order size, and increase on-site conversion rates. So it's really no surprise that the affiliate industry is continuing to grow pretty meaningfully year over year. With that said, it can at times get kind of a bad rap because it can be known to at times create channel conflict. So there are a few areas where we see that conflict. The first couple, intercepting customer traffic and usurping brand loyalty. What that means is there will be times when customers are already planning to go to your site, already planning to make a purchase, and sometimes an affiliate might end up contributing along the way and gaining commissions from traffic that you already had coming to you through other channels. Another risk is when discounts get offered to existing customers that weren't authorized in the affiliate channel, and then just kind of diluting brand message if consumers don't know that the message is coming from a partner rather than the brand, sort of the risks associated with that loss of control. So when we talk about incremental revenue, it's important to understand what non-incremental revenue looks like. And here we've got a chart that shows what a brand's revenue has looked like over time. And you'll see that the affiliate revenue has increased month over month, but the brand's overall revenue has stayed flat. And what this would indicate is that yes, there is revenue coming from the affiliate channel, but it's probably gotten that revenue by dipping into revenue that would have already been coming from other channels. And so it's not actually adding new revenue and helping your overall revenue grow. In an ideal world, what we would see is that as that affiliate revenue climbs, the brand's overall revenue would climb as well, which would indicate, yes, it is in fact incremental additive revenue. The good news is that it's pretty easy to put some safeguards in place to ensure that your affiliate program is just driving incremental revenue. But in order to do so, it's really important to understand, well, what are the risks and what are things that could lead to that non-incremental revenue? And so what we'll cover are a few different potential pitfalls: paid search direct linking, coupons, especially revenue from unauthorized coupons, namespace abuse, and front websites. So one of the issues we see is paid search abuse. And here we have an example of an ad where a consumer has searched for buy Windows 10. And the ad that shows up is an ad for MicrosoftStore.com. And to the naked eye, this looks like an official MicrosoftStore.com ad. However, this is actually an ad that was placed by an affiliate. So if you click on this ad, you'll get redirected through the affiliate's tracking link and then onto MicrosoftStore.com. So the affiliate will get a commission if that traffic ends up converting. This is problematic for a few different reasons. First of all, most of the time, we would expect that Microsoft Store has their own paid search ads that are appearing. So they probably would have already had this space covered. Not only that, but most likely Microsoft Store is the first organic listing that you would see on a search for buy Windows 10. Because of this, we feel pretty confident that Microsoft Store would have already gotten that traffic, which is really high converting traffic, without any assistance from the affiliate. And so it's not really added revenue. It's kind of that poached non-incremental revenue. Most of our customers don't allow affiliates to appear on searches of their trademark terms. One of the reasons is, of course, that incrementality, but also if Microsoft Store's own ads were appearing alongside an affiliate ad, since they're bidding against each other, it actually increases the cost for Microsoft Store to place their own ads. Another type of problem that we'll see is unauthorized coupon codes. Coupon codes can be a great promotional tool for brands. They might do it via email, they might do it via friends and family, or via post, and sometimes they will allow affiliates to promote codes through the affiliate channel. But what we see at times, and what we see here, is that an affiliate has actually found a code that was intended to be just for friends and family and posted on their coupon site. And it's understandable, they want to have the most relevant, broadly available coupons to attract consumers to their site. But if that code wasn't intended for the affiliate channel, it's going to get promoted much more broadly than you may have wanted and have brought in a lot more discounted sales specifically through the affiliate channel than you had intended. Again, it's not to say that coupon codes in the affiliate channel are necessarily a bad thing. It's just that you want to be sure it's something you've set up intentionally and that you're measuring to ensure they are driving that incremental value rather than kind of poaching traffic that was coming to your site anyway. Namespace abuse is another one that we see that's a frequent concern. It's similar to those paid search ads we saw where partners have created something that looks like an official brand. And in this case, we're looking at social media. A Facebook page or a Twitter page. And here we see Walmart deals and finds. And to me, this looks like an official Walmart Facebook page. I don't realize that this page was created by an affiliate. And Walmart probably is investing quite heavily on their own in the social media space. So they've got their own Facebook page. They've got their own Twitter page. They don't necessarily need affiliates to come in and create additional pages to drive traffic. So now they have to not only invest heavily in their own social channel, they also have to pay affiliate commissions for the affiliate traffic that's been driven through this channel. The last concern with this is that because a consumer thinks this is an official Walmart page, any messaging that comes through this page, they're going to believe is coming from Walmart. And so you've kind of lost the control of your brand, and there's potential risk for damage to your brand reputation. Front sites are especially tricky. We see affiliates use these front websites to often hide prohibited activities. In some cases, what an affiliate will do is they'll create a front website that looks like a legitimate site that could absolutely drive traffic to a brand. However, what they'll do is they'll get traffic through prohibited methods, such as placing paid search ads, and then they'll redirect that traffic through a front website, essentially laundering it, before then sending you through their affiliate link and then onto the brand. In this example, this is a front website that we actually saw redirect users through 7 different links before ending up on Groupon.com. The reason that they would use a front website is, one, to get accepted into your program. It looks like they've got a legitimate source of traffic. And then 2, because you've been redirected through a front website prior to going through the affiliate link, if I, as an affiliate manager, were to look at traffic and see the referring URL, instead of seeing that traffic came from, say, a paid search ad, which I don't allow, to me it looks like it came from this front website. So I don't have a way of identifying that this traffic came from an illegitimate source, and the affiliate can avoid getting caught. The last risk with front websites is that it gives affiliates more control over who they send through their affiliate link versus who they don't. So let's take Nike as an example, based in Portland. An affiliate might decide that they will not launder any affiliate links, or excuse me, any traffic coming from Portland through their affiliate link, because they know that the affiliate manager is based in Portland and they don't want to get caught. All other traffic will go through that affiliate link. They'll get the kind of commission and the credit for the sale, but this way the affiliate manager can't see the affiliate link and they can't identify that this affiliate was the one responsible for placing an ad that they weren't supposed to. So why is non-incremental traffic so detrimental in the first place? Well, we've talked a lot already about the financial impact. It does cost money to run an affiliate program, and you're investing heavily in your other marketing channels. So it's counterintuitive to be investing in a program that's just poaching money from channels you're already investing in. Not only that, but it does hurt the industry as a whole. It damages the value perceived by the industry and by the affiliate channel. So it's more of an uphill battle when you want to make a play for more budget. There's also risk to the customer journey and that customer confusion risk. So when you think about your customer journey, how they find out about you and how they get to your site, you really want to make sure that you have control over where affiliates are impacting you along the way so that you can still have control over that customer journey, and you don't want there to be any confusion. So if we think back to those paid search ads or to that Walmart Facebook page, there's just that risk to your brand reputation if you don't have control over what's perceived to be a message coming from your brand that's actually placed by a third party. Again, this is not to say that affiliate marketing is bad. It's not to say that it's dangerous. We know it's a key revenue driver for so many brands. And the good news is it really is easy to take some simple, quick steps to mitigate these risks, both through preventative measures as well as through steps you can take to identify when something has gone wrong and then to resolve those issues. Number one, understand your customer journey. Know how customers get to your website, know the purchase path that they take, and then you can look to see where affiliates are contributing along the way and set commissions accordingly. So if you know where you want your affiliates to help with the customer journey, such as just being an initiator, you can incentivize them by setting commissions according to that and not incentivizing traffic that comes from a way where you're already kind of covered. So you can really be in control of how affiliates are assisting with your traffic along the way. Number two, carefully vet and review your affiliates and partners. We do not recommend having an open program. That's because with an open program, anyone can join, and you don't have the visibility or control over how they contribute as much because you haven't had a chance to vet them. So by having a closed program, you can carefully understand and validate how each affiliate acquires users and only allow affiliates who do so in line with your own goals. You don't have to allow an affiliate if they're going to promote you in paid search and you already have coverage in the paid search space. Another important thing with this is to set baselines and understand what normal looks like for your affiliate. So understand what their typical conversion rate is, how much traffic they typically drive. And what that allows is for you to look for anomalies in the metrics. So if affiliates suddenly have a spike in conversion rates or they're driving significantly more traffic than usual, all of that is great because you can see something's different here. I need to take a closer look and understand what's going on. And possibly they've just made a great change and suddenly they're just driving more traffic and that's great. Or they might have done something that's no longer compliant with your rules or that's infringing on other marketing campaigns. And by understanding the baselines, you'll have had the metrics in place to recognize that and then work with the affiliate to resolve it. It's also really important to write clear affiliate and partner agreements so that your affiliates know what they're permitted to do and what they're not permitted to do, and so that you can enforce should something go wrong. We recommend reviewing your affiliate agreements to ensure that they're really clear on what's allowed and what's not allowed, and also really make sure you have a clear understanding of your broader marketing goals and then specifically your program goals so you can write those agreements to support those goals and put boxes around what can and can't happen. We recommend a 3 strikes you're out policy when it comes to affiliate violations. This is because at the end of the day, this is a relationship. So accidents happen and you want to have the opportunity to work with your affiliates so that they can correct their behavior. However, they need to know that at the end of the day, if there aren't corrections, there will be consequences. And then finally, once you have those clear agreements in place, review those agreements once a year or so to make sure they're still in line. The marketing space is rapidly changing. The affiliate industry is rapidly changing. The web is rapidly changing. And so it's natural that your goals will adjust over time, and you want to make sure that your agreements are up to date and in line with your latest goals. Monitoring is also important. Monitor paid search, monitor your program. Implementing a regular process, whether that's manual or with an automated solution, ensures that if there's a violation, you're going to catch it. If you're not keeping an eye on what's out there, how are you going to know if a violation takes place? Along with that, it's really important that you have clearly defined responsibilities, clearly defined roles on your team. Because if you have multiple team members who are working on your affiliate program and it's not clear who's supposed to be the one monitoring, who's supposed to be the one taking action if something goes wrong, that could slip through the cracks. And then lastly, enforcement. If you see somebody that's violating the rules, you need to reach out. And if it's suspicious and you aren't sure, just reach out and ask and you'll understand more. It's really important that you follow through if affiliates aren't playing by the rules to ensure that the behavior gets corrected, and also so that other affiliates don't see those violations and think that's something that's okay for them to engage in. So we covered a lot. That was a lot of information, and it takes time to implement all of these practices and to make all of these adjustments. So we did want to give you some quick low-hanging fruit that you could do this week if you wanted to get started. First, if you work for a company with multiple offices, or now during COVID, you've got folks that are probably working remotely from home, have them conduct searches on your brand name. And the reason for this is that affiliates can be very specific around where they target their ads, and they can exclude ads from placing or from being shown to certain IP addresses. So the more broadly you can search, the more likely you are that you're going to find an ad running that you might not have been able to find in your office. Review your affiliate agreements if you haven't in the last 2 years. Hopefully that's something that's quick and easy, and it can help you understand where any adjustments might need to be made. Then deep dive to understand how your top affiliates are promoting you. Really understand where their value add is, and just ensure that's in line with what you need from your program and in line with your broader marketing goals and not infringing on current channels. And then last but not least, the affiliate space is all about relationships, and having strong relationships with your affiliates is incredibly important to make sure you're working together to support your goals. So reach out to your top performing affiliates to deepen that relationship so that it's more of a collaborative effort and that you're really in line in how you work together. That's all I've got. I hope that you learned some easy steps to increase incrementality in your program. And if you have any questions, I would love to take them now.
Hi, Georgia. Thanks for that. That was super useful. For the people that don't know me, I'm Vix. I'm comparing the Affiliate Summit Europe remote. So I am your conduit for questions. So if you want to ask a question, ask them in the app and I will give them to our amazing speakers. There are also 2 spot prizes available today for the people that ask the most questions. So if you need an incentive to get the information, that should be it if you're not already doing it. And a quick reminder, if you have enjoyed the conference, it's been completely free to attend, which is amazing. We are supporting the AKT charity, which makes life better for young LGBT people and gives them stable homes. So if you have any money to give, please look that up in the app for us. So without further ado, Georgia, I have some questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
So a few people have asked, actually, if you do suspect that there's some suspicious activity in an affiliate, how do you have that conversation without it being accusatory? How would you start that chat?
That's a really good question. And, the closer relationships you've already nurtured with your affiliates, I think the easier that can be. So if you've already laid the groundwork and built that relationship, I think it's much more natural to kind of come in with that question. with that said, you may not have. So it still leads you to asking that question and just being really open and really honest and approaching it more as a, hey, we've noticed this. Can you help me understand it? Rather than, hey, we've noticed this. This looks wrong. I think, it's approaching any sort of conversation that could lead to confrontation. You always want to approach it honest and more inquiring rather than accusatory. So just pointing to what you've seen, asking about it, asking for more detail. And then once you've received that detail, you can kind of make an assessment about next steps.
And you mentioned frequently reviewing agreements. What should be included in them? What if you've inherited an agreement from somebody else and you've just come in? What should you be looking out for to make sure that that's working hard for you?
Yeah, that's another really good question. And not to be a cop out, but it really does depend on you, your channels, what's important to you, where you already have coverage elsewhere. So, for us at Brand Verity, being kind of paid search specific, we absolutely recommend having guidelines about paid search. And if you are already running ads in paid search and have a strong organic presence, we typically recommend not allowing affiliates to advertise in paid search. And we also recommend specifying that affiliates add your trademark to their negative keyword list. What that does is it ensures they don't also show up via broad match on any trademark plus terms. So if they're broad matching to terms like coupons or free shipping, things like that, they still won't show up by accident. Many of our customers have specific guidelines around toolbars as well. So really, again, just take a look at the channels that you have coverage in. Think about those when writing those agreements.
Yeah, because there was an issue with cashback sites over here a few years ago where they created a reminder toolbar, but obviously that's not incremental then because people were going there anyway. Obviously, it's the age-old conversation of are you actually adding value? So similarly, on that note, somebody's asked, have you seen plugins affecting incremental growth?
Yes, we have. That's a hot topic. I couldn't tell you that they're good or bad. It's really difficult to say. And so again, I wish I could give a clear answer on it, but there are toolbars out there that our customers work with and they love. But something that we've had customers do, or they've worked with third parties to do, is actually download toolbars and see how they behave in the wild, and have them in your browser, interact with different things, use different browsers as well, just because we actually did an audit. It was several years ago now, but we found that different toolbars actually might have different behaviors in different browsers, on as you kind of looked at them across different spaces. And so as you're making your assessment, that's something that we recommend, is just kind of doing an audit just to validate how the behavior is and make sure that you're comfortable with it. And then ultimately it really is a decision that you have to make for your brand.
And because some businesses are hardwired to thinking that affiliate doesn't add any value. So how do you have a conversation that changes their minds? Have you got any sort of 3 hot pro tips on the sort of things that will change the opinion?
Yeah, I think if you can go in with a really clear understanding of your metrics, that's the most important thing. I mean, marketing is definitely a data-driven organization. So a clear understanding of who your top affiliates are, how they contribute to the bottom line, what the added revenue is. And then, the more you can understand about the other channels and where that revenue comes from, that'll help your case as well.
So affiliate hasn't got a brilliant reputation. What do you think the modern affiliate is offering now that maybe a few years ago when somebody tried it and it didn't work for them? What's new? Because you will get marketing directors who think they know it, but they don't, because there are all these new channels now.
That's a great question. I mean, partnerships is such an exciting space because there's so much innovation happening very quickly. And so, a few years back, it was all about cash back and the value there. Coupon codes started to come into the space. And now, of course, influencer monitoring is a really hot topic. And with influencer monitoring and a shift to more of the content-based partners, that's really high quality deep content about your brand that can really contribute to brand loyalty, which is something that a lot of brands are very excited about. And it certainly has leveled up that relationship and helped affiliates contribute beyond just sort of the traditional channels that we've thought about with cashback and coupon. That's not to say those aren't still absolutely wonderful and valuable. It's just that we have some new players in the space who are finding other creative ways to get brands out there and get really deep with audiences and kind of get those recurring purchases.
So it does feel like influencer has almost rebranded affiliate marketing, because you've got a lot of people that understand how they make their money, but they don't necessarily match it back. So this has been a super useful session. Thank you so much for answering our questions on this and putting this together. So what have we got coming up next, guys? It's a good question. And it is the automation evaluation panel. So yeah, so we'll see you again, Georgia.
All right, thanks for having me.